mama of the fellowship, Jinja Christian Union. She's coming to talk to us shortly. Yeah, she's there, smartly dressed. And though she has, I thought she would put on blue shoes, but she has yellow. But it's okay anyway, she's the mama. Mama, do it.
The guest of honor this evening, Pastor Habantwina, the principal, Jinja School of Nursing, focus, external and internal patron, pastors, ladies and gentlemen, praise God. Amen. You're very welcome to Jinja School of Nursing, especially to the CU Handover party. We are very happy to host you this evening. May God richly bless you. My name is Daphne Nayevale. I'm in third year and I'll be finishing in November. And by God's grace, I'm the chairperson of Christian Union, Fellowship, Jinja School of Nursing, and Midwifery. And on my left is the vice chairperson, Mr. Luduba Timothy. Papa. Mr. Papa. And I'm here to give you the report of my regime. But I would like to say also, I've been on this committee for the past 3 years. In my first year, I was a care group leader, Shama. In my second year, I was evangelism director. And in my third year, I've been the chairperson. And by the grace of God, I'll be reading through the achievements just briefly through what we've achieved during my regime and what our challenges have been. This information is will serve to let you know more about Jinja School of Nursing Christian Union Fellowship, and probably you can even stand with us in one way or the other. Our achievements: we came into power on September. It was on 18th, and we are handing over on the 19th of September, exactly 1 year. And by God's grace, I believe that the work that He assigned us to do, we've done it. And we want to give the mantle to the next committee to also run the race. What have been our achievements? I'm going to start with the financial department, and that has been headed by Sister Navtua Sharon. She can wave to us if she's around. She has been our treasurer. Actually, she has been a faithful treasurer. Our treasurer has been able to produce monthly reports. That is a treasurer of accountability, which are read to the committee leaders and patron monthly. Every month we have a meeting and she gives a monthly report for accountability. We have been able to pay all our tithes, semester subscription to Jinja Joint Christian Union Fellowship. Like Jime from Jerusoko, our vice chairperson Jinja Joint, said, we belong to Jinja Joint. We are one of the 15 institutions of Jinja Joint. And our treasury has been faithful in paying the tithe and subscriptions of Jinja Joint. We've managed to support neighboring institutions financially towards their parties whenever called upon. Also, our fellowship income and expenditure has always been received faithfully. I can tell you that lady can account for every single coin we've received throughout our regime. And the guest of honor table, in a few minutes to come, she'll give you the copies of her financial reports for you to be our editors tonight. Our prayer department has been headed by Miss Netuze Udaya and Alingat Mary. And at the beginning of our regime, we introduced prayer chain tags for the leaders in order to actively engage them and keep them in prayer. With the leadership of the prayer secretary Udaya, we've been able to conduct the prayer retreats every Saturday at the Gulf Coast and invited different mentors, pastors to disciple us. Prayer has been encouraged, especially at the School of Neology, daily through morning and evening glories. We've managed to conduct prayer and fasting, especially for the leaders, every Friday. Prayer team was formed to intercede on behalf of the fellowship. Evangelism department was headed by Yowas Valije, and I'll just note out, and Mukama Grace, but I'll just note out only the highlights. We do evangelism in this school, and we believe that evangelism is the most important activity of the fellowship. And in evangelism, we've been evangelizing through movie shows. We've been moving out to do door-to-door ministry, visiting churches, and doing internal evangelism. And our last Saturday, but one, we hosted Jinja Joint, Power in Music, and we had 27 students give their lives to Christ. Bible study was led by Kabogoza, and we've been able to have Bible study lessons every Friday. These Bible study calendars have been produced free of charge by Uncle Mike Asia, year to year, month to month. Let's appreciate him. We have a praise and worship team. I don't want to talk about them. You've seen what I'll see you. We've had about 98% of our members in May finalist 2015 pass their state final exams. And in this November, we expect 100% of our members in the fellowship to pass November exams. Challenges, like any other farm or organization, there are always challenges, but we know the challenges are there to shape us into better leaders and to prepare us for the next step. We've had a challenge of commitment of leaders towards planning meeting. As CU, we believe that planning for the fellowship is very important and keeps us organized, and we get time also for our academic work. And therefore, we've had this challenge. Some leaders haven't been reporting for the meeting, so next committee, please note that. Some people, we've had challenges with our projects, but what's the way forward? Through the next leadership and external patrons, we request that we should add an academic department to our constitution. Pastor Tom, our external patron, and Mr. Msimbuzi, our internal patron, we are kindly requesting that we add an academic department to our constitution, to our committee, that is also in the constitution, so that through the leadership of our internal patron, who also serves as the academic registrar, and the leadership of other students, leaders that we shall put on this department, they'll be able to evaluate the performance of our leaders so that we don't only exceed in ministry, but we also exceed in academics. We also encourage the incoming committee to read through our previous work plans and accomplish what we failed to do. The new leaders, we encourage you to maintain the relationship with the local churches. We have a number of pastors here. So many of them, others have come and they have gone because of other programs. And why are they here? Because of the relationship we have with them. This party is not just our efforts as Jinja School of Nursing Fellowship, but we've had pastors contribute, institutions contribute. We've had so many people contribute to make sure that this day is colorful. So the next committee, please, we encourage you to keep this relationship, not only for benefiting from them, but also to learn from them. Amen? New leaders, we encourage you to keep the relationship with other institutions. I know we have close to 20 institutions here, and these institutions, we need them just as much as they need us. So please keep the relationship with them. And lastly, new leaders, please allow the Spirit of the Lord to use you. Consult patrons and focus associates in every challenge. And please let the CU banner of Jesus Christ go higher and higher in terms of academics and ministry, so that everyone would set up, everyone will see our good works and glorify our Father in heaven. Amen. Lastly, as I conclude, I want to urge you, everyone else, there is something I can never finish without saying, but I don't want to say it directly. I would like to say it indirectly. All of us here, not only the incoming leaders, but every guest here, I request you as children of God, especially the young people, we stand and keep our integrity. Let us mean what we say and say what we mean. With those few words, God bless you.
Right, let us give it up to our mama, the mighty woman of God. Sometimes when I speak about some people, I make sure that I don't err in my speech. So whatever I said is true, and she has just let you know what she is, and that is who she is.
Patron here, but I work as the academic registrar. I'm very happy. All these people, I know everybody who is here, pastors from different churches, friends from institutions, my dear students here, I want to say you're most welcome. I bring you greetings from South Africa. I know I had disappeared from you for a couple of weeks. That's where I was, and I was still doing work. My daughter Daphne. When I call her daughter, she's still my daughter. I'm really very grateful for the work they have done. And I know she didn't do it alone, but she had a team that she was working with. And I've never attended any function or any gathering where you find that they are putting in challenges and solutions. Most of the occasions we attend, they have challenges. They tell you our bank account is doing bad. They tell you academics, we are not doing well. But these people, they have challenges with solutions. Then what do you need? You just need a push-up. I promise to always be by your side. I'm really very grateful. I would have loved to attend their last Handover Christian Union. But since I'm caught up, please pass my regards to them. She's wishing you well, and she's wishing you the best. Then I managed to meet some few students there who have their own fellowships. I saw what they are doing is quite similar to what we are doing. We are still in the same ministry. And I want to urge that those who are going out, please, don't pull out. Give support to the incoming committee. The other students, I'm really very grateful for the work and the support you are giving to the Christian Union. And I know we are taking this country somewhere. There are very many challenges that are coming into this nation. But we are very grateful that we have the same person who brought worshiping. We are free to worship. We can still push it forward. I have a friend of mine here, Matov. This man here, before I sit, is my very good friend. Like Herbert. Herbert, I can say he's my brother. Matov, he's having an album here.
Yes, and this person is none other than Pastor
Tom Ngovi.
Pastor Tom Ngovi.
Extra, who is also our internal patron. I see a number of pastors, Pastor Duffy, Reverend. I'm happy to see you, sir. all our invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing committee. I don't know whether Daphne is here. Where? Yeah. Thank you. And of course the incoming that we don't know yet. But the outgoing committee, I want to appreciate you so much. Now, those hands are insulting. When you clap, you know, it is very easy to work for money. Very easy. When you work and you know that at the end of the month they will pay you a sum of money. So that motivates you. You wake up in the morning, you go working, knowing that there is a cup of tea. Mr. Johnson knows, a cup of tea. Where you've been in South Africa, it is even better than here. So, why are you laughing? Is he lying? He's telling the truth. So, for you to work like that is very easy, because you know that at the end of the day, someone will give you a salary. But these people have been serving God. Now, God does not give salaries. God gives rewards. They didn't hear me. He doesn't pay you at the end of the month, but he pays anyway. Now, the challenge is sometimes when you're waiting on him, you see other people getting the salary, and you look at your pocket and wonder whether your paymaster is around or not. Sometimes you want to give up because he may take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, and he has not delivered. You're wondering, sometimes you're in trouble. You have heard the chairperson saying they have had financial constraints sometimes. And when I read her report, they even have a lot of innovations, innovative projects. And some of them, I was looking here, and I realized some people default when they give them stuff that they have, worked on. So that means that they have been facing a number of challenges. But despite these challenges, this team is a success, has a success story. I don't know whether Christine is here. Is she here? Yeah, I used, when Christine was here, because Christine worked for 2 years, we couldn't find a replacement for her. The first year she was here, she was incredible. The second year, amazing. And for me, I thought I cannot have another chairperson like her. So I was praying and wondering, what are we going to do? Now, Daphne was the evangelism director, and I had not witnessed a lot of time with her. So when I came and she was the chairperson, I was in the selection room. So I was saying, wow, I know her as very, very principled. I know her as very, very hardworking. I had seen her as an evangelism director. Very principled, very hardworking, but I was not very sure of the other innovations in terms of development. And so I had my reservations. But when we sat, everybody agreed that Daphne becomes the chairperson. I was looking at that. Now I must say today, Daphne has achieved beyond my expectation. Beyond. I thought, because I was looking at Christine and I was seeing a challenge, and I said, wow, I don't think, these are big shoes for Daphne. But I'm telling you, Daphne, you have done beyond what I thought you would do. You have done excellently. I have no reservations again to think that even Christine, if she was here, she would be surprised at how you have excellently executed your duties. And of course, the entire team, Timothy, we had reservations. We were thinking, oh, unless, apart from the fact that God has spoken, but I have seen the entire team working together under the leadership of Daphne, and Daphne has been very accountable. Very accountable. I am sure Mr. Msingze would bear witness with me that if she wants to do anything, she will consult. If she wanted to do anything, she has been very consultative, very humble, and I'm very sure. Before she became chairperson, I was privileged to see her book. She's one of the few chairpersons that have written a book. Isn't that true, Uncle Mike? Yeah. One of the very few people. She has written not just a school book, but a national book. It has national content. And when she's talking about young girls zipping up your zips, you want to contest that? And younger men as well, having their zips tight. And for me, that blessed me. I began to see a future leader. I began to see someone that this nation can depend on. So we want to appreciate the outgoing leadership. We want to appreciate you so much for serving. Maybe you have not seen your reward. Your reward is on the way. Keep on and keep serving. Now, you are not retiring. Did they hear that? You are not retiring. With God, we don't retire. Touch your neighbor and say they are not retiring. They are getting refired. And then they will take it to another level. So your leadership is not ending here. You actually have a promotion today. God is saying, well done, my servant. You have been faithful in small. You deserve better. So tomorrow, we will expect to see you serving in better ways. Certainly, this has been a good way. But God is taking you to better opportunities of service. The new team, it is a challenge, like I've told you. These people are immensely, they have raised their level. The bar is high. They have served. We have seen the fellowship grow. We have seen many things happen. We have seen a lot of innovations. But I also have to tell you that you are more than able. Did you hear that? You are more than able. God, not only us, but God has trusted you. God has seen you faithful, that He has entrusted you with His mission. Therefore, we want to call upon you, not to look at your own strength, but look at the strength of the Lord who called you. He is faithful. He began a good work in you, and therefore, He will accomplish it. So do not look at the challenges you have.